Yeah, I grew up around Paul. He's been good buddies with my dad. I've known them since I was kids in the Hamster Motorcycle Club. Been around those guys since I was just a baby. And I think I came into the group when I was 18 or 19 years old, and started riding with those guys for a long time. And they let me into the club, and I've been gone for a while. Yes, I just finished up 6 years as a Navy SEAL, and I was coming home for Christmas. Just got out, and Paul and my dad are sitting around the house. They come over for Christmas every year, but he was looking around the house with my dad, and we decided that it's probably time to make that bike run again and do it better this time. So we got all excited during Christmas, and the bike's here now. Yeah, so this FXR was originally my dad's first custom motorcycle. I think he took my mom on her honeymoon on it, actually. We got him into the motorcycle club as well. I rebuilt the bike with my dad in high school, and he and I put the whole thing together, and we did a big ride to Sturgis with Paul, and we were probably breaking some speed limits once in a while. Maybe got pulled over, maybe not, by the entire police station in one city. And now we're back here redoing the whole thing. So, and we're gonna get it done with 90 days before Sturgis starts, and we're gonna probably relive parts of that trip and see how fast the bikes can go once again. So Paul's got me out here. I'm living with him and Susie and Nash, and we're doing this thing top to bottom. I'm learning all about motorcycles this trip, and we're gonna see how long it takes for them to get rid of me. But we're gonna stay out here for the whole summer, get this bike done, and I'm super excited about it, and we're gonna keep you guys posted.
Yeah, we want the thing to have some go. We want to have the suspension on it. You know, you're interested in putting some bags and a fairing on it. We talked about FXRT style fairing. Talked about you like the clamshell bags, but you want them like the Law Tigers like the Arrow. Caliper, it's a 6-piston.
We're gonna go Brembo.
Fantastic. And then I'm going to find you a set of 6mm sport bike Brembos. I can do a strut change, so I'm going to have to take this. Is this bolt on here?
Yeah, that's off interior.
Bolt on. So I can just take this off. Great. I can probably just recreate what was on there originally. Still an OG FXR,
Yeah.
right?
Okay, so
As far as the frame we're fine. Are we gonna keep the rake? I think it's fine. I think it's fine if we do.
I think we should.
I do think we're gonna change the fork.
I think the reverse
I do
fork.
think I'm gonna put an inverted fork. So, and we want to get some mileage out of it. So we're gonna change the tank.
Is the fender gonna work?
Yeah, it might. Yeah, we can look at it.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe it won't.
We can easily make a little adapter.
No.
They have fender mounts, and there's nothing. Even if we
fender rock out, there's a lot of money.
I was gonna say, even if it's a cool fender. I think we should keep this one.
Definitely.
The question is, let's talk about wheels. We'll have to make some. The front end's going to be wider. We can use this narrow glide hub, but we'll put some spacers on it to set, the same way Ari's bike. If you look at it, has little spacers.
Just turn those on.
So we're going to want more tank on this. In the styling department, as we get into that part, there's nothing wrong with that rear wheel. We can leave that rear wheel on it. We're going to dump these brakes.
Definitely.
I'm going to find you. I'm going to get you from Ramjet Racing. I'm going to get you a bracket. He makes a bracket like this that holds a rear late model Brembo bagger caliper. It's a 6-piston.
We're gonna go Brembo.
Fantastic. And then I'm going to find you a set of 6mm sport bike Brembos. Same that's on a light bike. So RP struts, their RT bags. I'm going to write possible 11.5 in the rear, and then we'll same as Ari's front end because it's proven and it worked great.
Yeah.
We'll go 12.5s. On the front, it increases the diameter of the rotor, gives you more leverage.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we'll make a seat that's worthy of an ass. That's not. So what we've been doing is there's a company in Utah called Cycle Hut, and they make GPS gauges.
Oh, so it's
satellite. They're satellite powered. There's no cable. There's nothing to run down to the front wheel. There's no speedo drive. It's super clean. Face in it, I can do anything I want, and you choose your colors. Yeah.
Interface. That's pretty cool. I like the idea of GPS.
You can do that.
Yeah.
So
I like that. Is the tack accurate?
Does
it have a tack?
Oh yeah, it's totally tunable. Yeah.
I like.
It'll be a full size fender.
I like the LED stuff we did though.
Yeah.
I like it.
Oh, we can totally do that. And then we'll have Hector paint the candy apple, and if we want, we can do. One thing that's wonderful about candy apple is you can ghost graphics in it. You can do tape shading under. You can do a silver base. Revisit it. So we'll tear this thing down to nothing.
You're gonna pull all this out.
Everything.
Finish the metal.
And I'm gonna pull this one down to the frame.
Yeah.
It's going to come down to the frame, we'll refinish the frame, and then we'll put it back together from there. Every single nut and bolt on this bike will be touched, restored, visited, made perfect, made reliable.
I would appreciate that.
Yeah. That sums it all up. The entire motorcycle looked just like that. And that way with your neck, then you can just set it down like on the ground, like right here. Whoa, whoa, whoa. All right. Perfect. Yeah, done. All right.
do one of two things. I can make a big mount piece that comes up in the tunnel and gets welded to the tunnel, not on the sides, but on the top, and it can take the place of that foam.
Okay.
Or I can put a cap in here and weld it to the cap, the inside. It just, making an inside cap would be probably more work.
Yeah, I know, but I think it needs a cap. I don't think we should just have it be
Leave it open.
hollow. Yeah, I
okay.
don't think it should be hollow.
Answer.
I get it. Why can't we just leave it open, right? Nobody's ever going to see it.
Exactly.
Right.
It does look more finished having a bottom in it.
Yeah.
And when you take it off, you're like, oh, it's just a
It's just a
skin.
cap, right? So,
If I make a bottom for it, then I can weld the mount onto the bottom of that,
I
and
think
that would be
I think that's what I do.
nicer.
Even though it's more work, I think that's what I do.
Perfect.
There's like a little retaining lip.
Use a seal puller.
I would never use a seal puller on this, because if you damage this ring,
I just don't touch the case.
sketchy, sketchy.
Just a little bit, but I think it'll be fine.
That'll go in the back hole on the frame. We need 1 inch in there. Dude, it's like 10,000. It's too small.
Yeah.
Yeah, that should fit in there now.
Sure does.
Yeah, we want this thing. Yeah, in case you haven't noticed, you're 6'5".
You don't think you noticed that yet?
I think you did. So yeah, we want this thing lifted like this, and then we've got plenty of fork to get it up too. So we want lots of suspension and lots of travel. Not you. I'll get you a couple of countersunk pounds for those. We can get this thing bolted on. Let's make sure that the struts are sitting even when we get it all bolted on. And then I'll talk to you about cutting up that rear fender. So I just started cutting in the center. Okay, so now I'm in. Now I just want to follow my cutter. See now what I've done, see this slice?
Yeah, now it's
So
beautiful.
now I have that slice in there. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a dolly bar, which is this. I'm going to put this underneath this. I'm going to back beat the shit out of this till that hump is gone. I don't want that hump in the back. So by removing some material, see it was like that. By removing that material, I can fold it back, right? So that's what I'll do is I'll start hammering it down. And if I can't get it flat enough, I'll cut it again. That's all you want is it's just you're giving me a relief, so I have some place to go.
Yeah.
And then I'll just take the welder and stitch it back up. Mikey, we got our fairing. Super excited. Dude, look what Brian made for Susie. Let's go bring it to her. Baby, Brian Clark made you a present. You want to try it?
No.
Come on.
Get out of my office.
No, come on. See ya. That worked great. I am dying to see this thing. Oh, that could be.
Yeah, run on the box. That's branding all over it.
So there is the part in question. I'll have to check that. It's well made.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
That's
nice.
cool. Nice. Oh yeah, it does come up. I'm gonna assume that that's a bottom bracket.
Yeah, lower bracket.
Yeah. They gave us hardware.
Look at that.
Very nice. Oh, we got a flare. This is super complete. My God.
And what's that?
Look.
Is that a headlight?
Yeah, headlight mounting bucket. Oh yeah, look, total bucket adjuster.
Oh, I like how it's blacked out too.
That's
so
nice.
Here inside
Yeah.
the fairing.
Super nice. Oh, the clear headlight bezel. Very nice. All right, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna take the sheet off. I'm dying to see this thing.
Oh yeah, that looks nice.
Wow, it certainly does. It certainly looks like an FXRT fairing. Drilled. Nice, cool. They filled up where the old glove boxes go. They put that panel in there.
Yeah.
That's really nice. So it doesn't. So that way it won't look like it's missing anything. You know what? I have an original one of these. Let me grab it real quick. I'm going to compare them.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea.
So this is an OG stamped fairing from the 80s. On the same angle, same footprint. Wow, the holes are like dead on even. Wow, that is an excellent reproduction and much sleeker looking. So I think that's gonna bolt right on. Fortunately, we don't have original RT mounts anymore because we stretched that frame. So we gotta weld those. A stock FXR frame has these bungs attached to it already, in case the model came with this fairing. But because we stretched this forward and changed the backbone and the neck, we don't have those bungs anymore. So that's going to be our project today, is basically bolting these on here, seeing where the bracket is probably going to sit like that. We'll probably put a bung here and a bung here, which will look totally great, and get the front mounting surface for the fairing vertical. Then we'll just have to check for clearances and stuff. We might have a little trimming because this is a wider, a normal FXR comes with a skinny narrow glide front end, and this inverted fork is the equivalent of what we would call a mid glide, so it's a couple inches wider. Dude, what a nice kit. Oh, cool, he sent us a flare. Nice. Yeah, this is gonna be awesome. Dude, Rocket's gonna be so excited about this. Of course, he's out at the Stagecoach concerts, hanging out with his friends, partying, and we're here working on his motorcycle.
As he should be.
Whatever, Rocket.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, look at this. Everything's labeled.
No way.
Yeah, everything's got a sticker on it.
Just put them all in one bag.
Thank God, because otherwise I'd never be able to figure this stuff out. So. Neck to frame. That's what we want. Super cool. I like this black hardware too. It's really nice. And here's your fairing to neck. Very cool.
Yeah, let's put it on there.
You know what? I'm even going to put these in backwards because it doesn't matter right now.
Not put the nuts on the front side?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll make it easier
Yeah,
to get
easier.
it off.
Like butter. That side, that side. I think we're pretty right on. I'm looking kind of where we talked about.
Yeah.
Pretty right on there.
You want to stand back and look at it for a second?
Ken, you got it?
Yep.
Yeah, that works. Remarkable. All right, let me get
Get your pipe. I'm sure you want to. I'm sure you want to.
It's not fragile.
Piped up? Piped up.
That's awesome.
Oh, you can see his kids?
They go in the race truck and they're at the